Hey guys! On January 20th, a quiet but powerful shift happened in the way fans perceived Kim Taehyung. Without loud announcements or dramatic countdowns, BTS released 15 visual clips connected to Taehyung's latest artistic project, TYPE, through Weverse. What initially looked like a simple visual rollout quickly transformed into a layered conversation about identity, authorship, and creative freedom. These clips did not attempt to explain Taehyung in a straightforward way. Instead, they invited viewers to sit with ambiguity, contradiction, and evolution. From the very first clip, it became clear that TYPE was not designed to present a single version of V. The visuals moved between calm and chaos, softness and sharp intensity, restraint and complete release. Rather than offering a fixed image, the project deliberately resisted definition. This refusal to be easily categorized became the emotional core of TYPE, positioning Kim Taehyung not as an idol fitting expectations, but as an artist expanding beyond them. The structure of the rollout itself mirrored this intention. The visuals introduced the project gently, allowing space for interpretation before gradually revealing its deeper creative direction. Each clip felt intentional, as though it existed not to impress, but to provoke thought. TYPE was not asking viewers to understand everything immediately. It was asking them to observe, feel, and reflect. One of the most significant aspects of TYPE lies in Taehyung's direct involvement at every stage of its creation, from early planning to concept development and finally the execution of the photo shoot and visual materials. Taehyung played an active role throughout the entire process. This was not a project handed to him with predetermined boundaries. It was shaped by his own curiosity, instincts, and willingness to experiment. The photobook at the center of TYPE reflects this philosophy clearly. Rather than repeating familiar aesthetics or relying on proven formulas, the project emphasizes perspective, intention, and decision-making. Every visual choice feels deliberate, even when it appears chaotic. The work does not aim to present perfection. Instead, it documents growth that exists without the need for a final destination or a fixed endpoint. This approach allows TYPE to exist as an open space rather than a closed statement. It does not define who Taehyung is, it shows who he is becoming. By embracing experimentation over repetition, the project communicates that artistic identity is not something static, but something constantly in motion. Access to the full video content is provided through a digital code included with TYPE photobook. Once activated, the code allows high-definition VOD streaming directly through Weverse. This method of access reinforces the idea that the visuals are not standalone promotional clips, but an integral part of the official release. They are meant to be experienced as part of the broader narrative, not consumed in isolation. Despite this controlled rollout, attention intensified dramatically when TYPE exclusive clip number 10 began circulating online. The clip, only 13 seconds long, immediately captured the internet's attention. In the scene, Taehyung appears wearing black goggles, his hair styled into sharp, spiked forms. His facial expressions shift into something almost unhinged, intense, playful, unsettling. His body moves in a circular motion, repetitive and hypnotic, as if trapped in a loop of emotion. The brevity of the clip only amplified its impact. Fans replayed it repeatedly, dissecting every movement, every expression. Discussions spread rapidly across platforms, with viewers debating whether the scene represented madness, freedom, satire, or pure experimentation. The clip did not offer answers, and that was precisely why it worked. Alongside analysis came humor. Fans responded with countless jokes, edits, and exaggerated reactions, transforming the unsettling energy of the clip into a shared moment of collective amusement. TYPE, despite its darker tone, became a space where fans could engage creatively rather than passively. One particularly viral joke connected the clip to a story Jungkook once shared on Jimmy Kimmel Live. During the interview, Jungkook explained that he had been afraid of microwaves since childhood because he never fully understood how they worked. Fans quickly linked this confession to TYPE, joking that Jungkook fears microwaves because Taehyung is inside them. The absurdity of the connection only strengthened its popularity, showcasing once again how BTS fandom culture thrives on humor, memory, and shared narratives. Beyond the viral moments, TYPE stands firmly as a carefully constructed body of work. Pre-orders for the photobook began on December 31st, with the official release scheduled for February 24, 2026. The hardcover edition spans 278 pages and became available globally through Weverse shop starting January 19, 2026. Its physical presence alone signals that this is not a casual release, but a substantial artistic statement. The photobook is divided into 20 chapters, designed to flow as a single cohesive journey. Each chapter introduces a different mood and visual language, yet none feel disconnected. Instead, they function like emotional phases, shifts in tone rather than breaks in narrative. This structure encourages readers to move through the book slowly, allowing the experience to unfold rather than rushing toward a conclusion. The title TYPE itself carries layered meaning. The Hanja character phi is pronounced B, a sound that closely resembles the pronunciation of the letter V in Korean. This connection is deeply personal, tracing back to lessons Taehyung learned from his grandfather. As a result, phi becomes more than a stylistic symbol. It represents lineage, memory, and identity woven into language itself. Promotional visuals further emphasize this meaning by presenting phi in the style of a traditional Korean seal. The mark functions as a stamp, an assertion of ownership and authorship. It communicates that TYPE is not simply a product released under a brand name, but a work personally claimed by Kim Taehyung. This message is reinforced through the project's copyright notice. Copyright 2025 at THV, all rights reserved. Rather than assigning rights to a corporate entity, the credit names Taehyung's personal handle. This choice positions THV as an independent intellectual property identity, blurring the line between artist and brand while reclaiming creative control. To mark the release of TYPE, Taehyung also launched an offline exhibition in Seoul on Tuesday, January 20. Titled V TYPE On-Site in Seoul, the exhibition offers fans a chance to experience the project beyond screens and pages. By stepping into the physical space of TYPE, visitors are invited to engage with the work in a more immersive, tactile way. Taken as a whole, TYPE is not designed to comfort or reassure. It challenges expectations, embraces contradiction, and allows space for discomfort. It reflects an artist who is not interested in being easily understood, but deeply committed to being honest. In doing so, Kim Taehyung continues to expand the boundaries of what it means to be a K-pop artist in the modern era. That wraps up today's deep dive into Taehyung's TYPE project, a release that goes far beyond visuals and trends, and instead opens a conversation about identity, growth, and artistic freedom. What are your thoughts on TYPE? Did the visuals surprise you, confuse you, or inspire you? Make sure to share your opinions in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth K-pop and BTS updates. Turn on notifications so you never miss our next upload. Until next time, keep supporting your idols with passion and curiosity. Bye-bye.